This Faceless channel started less than 30 days ago, and from ad revenue so far, they've done this much. So I spent the last week creating this entire Notion document with all of the prompts you can copy and paste to replicate a channel like this. And honestly, over the past 15 years of me doing YouTube automation, I can tell you for a fact that things that are happening in 2026 have never really happened before. This genuinely is the golden era of YouTube, and anyone that starts a YouTube channel can now compete with channels that have been around for years and have millions of subscribers. Like this one over here just started out and their first video got 4.5 million views, even though they had 0 subscribers before that. Or this channel as well, their first video 3 weeks ago, 2.5 million views, even though before that they had 0 subs. That's why we're seeing more and more of these channels that within their first 30 days get insane results. The YouTube algorithm has completely changed. Side note, for anyone wondering, I'm not in my usual setup, as you can see. Unfortunately, the city where I live in, Dubai, is currently getting bombed, so I had to move out and probably won't be back for a while. And all my play buttons, camera, equipment, it's all there. So for now, the setup is gonna be this kitchen in an Airbnb. Anyways, let's begin with channel breakdown. So their channel is called Falloon. They have 49,000 subscribers, but they only started 1 month ago. Their very first upload has 2.5 million views, and as you can see, they have these very unique animation style, which is generated with AI, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Scripts are AI, voices AI, captions are AI, and even thumbnails are AI. In less than 30 days, they got almost 5 million views. Now, in order to access this Notion template, which has all of the steps and all of the prompts you can copy and paste, you're simply gonna go to my free community that I will link below, and go to the classroom over here, go to AI systems. All of this is completely free, and then just go to AI YouTube systems and find Falloon and click on access the system here, and that's gonna open up this Notion template. Now, step number 1, once you open up ChatGPT, you're going to copy and paste this prompt to get the YouTube channel name idea. I really like Cat Sense, so I'm gonna go with that one. Step number 2, now we need to generate a profile picture. For this, I'm just gonna go over to Google or Gemini. They just launched the Nano Banana 2, which is incredible at generating images. I dare you to try it. Just go to Tools, click on Create Image, and you'll find this prompt that you can copy and paste. Now, I'm gonna use just the fast version, but if you want better results, then select Nano Banana Pro. It's gonna take a little bit more time, but the result you get will be much better. Now that we have a profile picture, I will just download it. I will now just go to my YouTube channel. I will then go to customization on the left side. I will upload this profile picture, click done, and click publish. Step number 3, we need some video ideas, and the easiest way to find video ideas is to just go to the channel that you're trying to recreate and then take a screenshot of their latest uploads. Now, if you have access to this Notion document from my free community, then you don't have to worry. You can just copy this prompt. You can download this screenshot that I've already made for you. Just press on the download button and then go over to ChatGPT, upload that screenshot. You can just drag and drop it, and then alongside that screenshot, paste that prompt from the Notion document, and ChatGPT will now analyze that channel. It will analyze their videos, and then it will follow the prompt to, first of all, give you instructions on how to find future video ideas for this kind of niche, but it's also gonna give you exact video ideas that you can make, unique frameworks and unique titles. So for example, I can grab this title, I can grab more of these titles, and at the end, we're actually gonna get a full list of video ideas that we can take. So we go with 20 new video ideas using these frameworks, and here we go. Here's the first one, here's the second one. Ooh, look at this one. Why our cat suddenly runs around the house at night. This is an incredible one. There's a lot of curiosity here. Step number 4, all right, here comes the juicy part. Now we need to generate scripts for this YouTube channel, and we can use this absolutely free AI tool made by Google. When you go over to Notebook LM, just click on Try Notebook LM, and then open up a new notebook. It's gonna start creating everything from scratch, and then go to the channel of your choice, and you can simply copy links to their YouTube videos, and then you can paste them. When you click on websites here, you can paste multiple links and click insert. So now Notebook LM will analyze their writing, will analyze their videos and styles, and based on that, when you attach this prompt from the document, we'll write a brand new script in that exact same style. So we're gonna paste this here. We just need to insert our title. So remember, I chose this title because it's damn juicy to use. I'll grab it here, I'll paste it in this box, and I'll simply submit. So now Notebook LM, after analyzing all the videos on their channel, will take that style and will write a new unique script in that same style, but just for a brand new video that I will use in my channel. And there we go. The script is now being written completely free of charge. If you stay until the end of this video, I will show you how to make more money from your Faceless channel, so make sure to keep watching. But for now, let's move on to step number 5, which is to generate a voiceover. So we're gonna go over to 11 Labs, which is the best AI tool for generating voiceovers. There there are some free alternatives. There is Google AI Studio where you can generate speech, you can generate voices. So over here, just select single speaker audio, and then you can choose the voice from the left side and paste the script here, but it's incredibly slow. It only has a handful of voices to choose from, and it's not gonna be as good as if you use a tool like 11 Labs or any other tool of your choice, though this one is free. So if you don't want to invest any money, just go with Google AI Studio. But I'm gonna go with this one because on the left-hand side, I can pick and choose different voices. If I go to voices section, I can filter through high quality voices, and I can select the age, for example, middle-aged, and then I can just find the voice that I want. I also want these voices to be in English. I'm not interested in other languages, and then I'll just choose which one I like the most. And once I have it, I will simply go and create text-to-speech. I'm gonna use 11 Labs version 2 because it spends way less credits, and then I just need to go back to Notebook LM and grab my script. So let's pretend like I've copied the entire script, though I'm just gonna do the first line to speed up the process. Now I just need to find a voice on the right side, click generate speech, and the voiceover is done. I don't have to pay a voiceover artist. I don't have to read this into the microphone. I can just download this to my computer and I'm ready to go. Step number 6. Now you're wondering, Dave, but how can I make this style of animation without spending thousands of dollars on animation without actually drawing this myself manually? You don't have to do that. This person is not doing that. What this person is doing is they're using AI the smart way. So as an example, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of one of these scenes. So if I like this scene or this style, I'll just take a screenshot like this. Here I have an example, and I'll get that, and then I'll just go over to ChatGPT, and this applies to literally any channel that you find. You can just go to ChatGPT and you can just ask it to create a detailed JSON prompt to recreate the same animation, the same illustration, the same image, and it's gonna give you this so-called JSON prompt that is very detailed, that then allows you to recreate this style of image, but it's not gonna be the same photo, so you're not stealing anything, you're just taking it as a reference style. And then you just go back to your friend, Google Gemini, and then you select Nano Banana, you copy this JSON prompt, you paste it in this box, and you submit. And what do we have here? We have a brand new animation that we can use. Now I can just tell it to remove the text base of there. We don't want the text, right? We don't want any of that stuff. That was just taken from a screenshot. We'll just remove it. And again, I've only used fast Nano Banana. If I use Pro version of Nano Banana, I would get an even better image. Now I'm simply gonna download this to my device. Now you can see that unfortunately Google Gemini leaves this watermark over here. So to remove that, it's pretty easy and fast. Just go over to Adobe Firefly, drag and drop that image and click remove, and just highlight that part, click remove, and there you go. So it's called Adobe Firefly. Just scroll down and you'll find it over here. It's free. Now you might be saying, Dave, but their animation moves. It's not just a static image. Sometimes these videos do have some sort of movement. Not all of these images, but some of them do. Like if you open up the first scene, it usually does change a little bit. And you would be damn right to think that because they animate their first few scenes, not the entire video, but they animate the first few scenes inside of Kling AI. So when you go over here, just go to video generation. Here you can see I'm already making some animation from literally just uploading a reference photo. I just put it inside of this box, drag and drop, and just click generate, and they will add movement to my image. They will animate my image, and then I can just download it with one press of a button. So this can go with the first 3 or 4 scenes just to get the ball rolling, and then after that it can just be a static image like we can see here. This is a completely static image. Some of them change, most of them are static. So you don't have to animate all of them, but some of them you can in Kling AI. All right, for the next step, we need to create these YouTube thumbnails. And this is very important because this is probably the main reason why they are getting so many views. So I've developed this massive prompt that we can copy from the Notion document, but we just have to replace this thing in red in order to describe the scene that we want. So here we have like a sad cat sitting, or here we have a happy cat, or here we have a confused cat. So just go over to Google Gemini, paste this in this box. I'm gonna select Nano Banana Pro for this, and we just have to replace this part. We just have to describe what we want the scene to be. So let's say I just want an orange cat placing its paw on a slipping human chest, and I'll submit it. Here's an example thumbnail that I've generated earlier, so it's pretty cool to use. But let's see what Nano Banana comes up this time. Whoa, this is insane. So now I'm gonna download this image. This is incredible. I love this. And now you see, I want to add some text to my thumbnail, the same way that they do add some text, though I believe my thumbnails are even better. But anyways, I'm gonna go back here, I'll drag and drop. Let me know in the comments if you think that my thumbnails are better, if this image is much better than what they have. I forgot to remove the logo of Gemini, so I'll just go back to Adobe Firefly, remove this first, because I don't want people to think that I'm using AI. Clearly, we're not. Right? I obviously spent hours drawing out these illustrations and images. That's why I need to be getting millions of views from these videos. Now that we have it, I will just duplicate this page and I will remove the background. I will then go back to ChatGPT and I will ask it, what's good thumbnail text for this video that would provoke curiosity, open curiosity gaps, and make people want to click. Oh, I love this one. Don't ignore this. This is a really good thumbnail text. I love how ChatGPT is getting better at this by the day, because if you've used it last year, it was not that good, especially not for YouTube. Most people neglected it. They tried it last year or 2 years ago. They were like, this is not good, and they never used it again, which is a shame, because at one point this is genuinely going to become better than most humans at developing YouTube videos and just understanding the psychology behind what works and what doesn't. I mean, look at this thumbnail. This is incredible. I'm gonna download this, click share, click download as a PNG file. Next part of the Notion template talks about how to monetize your YouTube channel and different ways to benefit from posting these faceless videos, because ad revenue is genuinely just a bonus. And as I said, there's never been a better way to start a faceless channel. I mean, every single day I'm just adding brand new faceless channels that started less than 30 days ago and are getting insane results. I'm adding them to my second community online business club. So if you're inside of there, you'll find so much inspiration and so many niches to choose from. Like even this channel just started 13 days ago. Their first video got 300,000 views. And many members inside OBC are already using faceless YouTube and AI to do some really incredible stuff without having to show their face and without having to record anything with the camera. It's beautiful to witness. Quick bonus tip for anyone that stayed all the way here. Here's how to 5x your revenue from the existing YouTube videos that you already made. There are two ways to do this. The first one is to start a compilation channel. So here I've shared an example where someone made a channel called Trust Me Bro. It is a faceless channel, and they made a separate channel, Trust Me Bro Compilations, where they take the same videos, they just make a compilation, they just put together like multiple, and now it's like 2 hours long, and they post it on the second channel. And this is insane because they can put a lot more ads. It's essentially new content, but you already made those videos, so you don't have to spend more money or time. You just put them together in like 2 minutes and you're ready to publish, and you just make a new thumbnail for that. Or someone's made a channel called Odd Dude Explained, and they just did the same kind of channel, but in Spanish. And now you can do it in different languages like German, French, Dutch. Those are great languages to translate channels in. So if you're already getting results on YouTube, you're already seeing that you are getting views and potentially getting monetized, then just take that same content, make a compilation channel, or translate it to different languages. You literally just translate the script, get a voiceover from 11 Labs that is in Spanish or in Dutch or in German, and just post it on the second channel. Keep in mind that YouTube is hard. Not every single channel that I start gets millions of views right away in the first 30 days. Not every single channel that all of these people start gets millions of views in the first 30 days. And even the ones that we have on this list that did get such incredible results in the first 30 days, perhaps it's not their first channel. It's not their first rodeo. Maybe they had 4 failed channels before that one hit. So this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something where you can just post one video and instantly get millions of views and get rich. That's not how it works. It's never going to work in any niche. It's never going to work in any industry. You genuinely have to put effort, but it's a beautiful business because you can be as creative as you want. You can start a channel on any topic. And even though in this case we talked about Falloon, you don't have to start a channel about cats. You can just apply this strategy. You can apply these formulas to any other channel. You can just talk about pirates, talk about dinosaurs, talk about dogs, talk about anything else you want. Be as creative as you want. And if you create something new and fresh, you will get better results than copying someone word for word. Here, for example, I've talked about how people are niche quilting. They're taking topics that have already performed well on other channels and they're just applying them to a different niche. So there was this video about pirates, how every pirate died, got 300,000 views in 1 month. So someone made a video about how every general died in World War II, and they got more views, even though they kind of copied the framework, but they just applied it to a different niche. So the same can be done with this. You just copy the framework and then you apply it to something else, to a different animal, to a different niche, to a different topic, but the same subject, the same framework, the same formula. Also, last February 2025, I talked about how to stand out on YouTube by niche quilting, and I made a trademark on this. But now I'm seeing that people are making videos and calling it slightly different. I've seen these guys talk about it as niche bending, and they posted this 11 days ago. So it's kind of incredible that things that we talk about in my communities, we're 1 year ahead of 99% of people because people are just now finding out about this thing. They're calling it like it's a new thing. They're like new YouTube strategy. And the funny thing is that now I'm seeing that people are even building their workshops and their entire brands off of this concept that I made 1 year ago. So if you want to be ahead of 99% of people and get things 1 year in advance, then make sure that you are inside of my community. Either way, I hope you got some value out of this tutorial, and I will see you next time.